Welcome back to Ripe Avocados. Today we're going to review Wicked for Good, Wicked number 2. Sean, take it away. Let's get into this.
Daydream, I fell asleep amid the flowers for a couple of hours on a beautiful day.
Wicked for Good is the sequel to the first Wicked movie. It follows the events shortly after Elphaba sings Defying Gravity and storms out of Oz. Is now living in the woods. People are hunting for her. She's the Wicked Witch of the West. If you've seen that, have you seen that annoying vocal stim on TikTok where it's Michelle Yeoh or whatever, and she's like, Madam Morrible, Wicked Witch.
No, I haven't seen
It's the most annoying thing I've ever seen, but it's just a compilation of her doing it at every interview. But basically, everyone's hunting down Elphaba, and this movie is just dragged out for what seemed like 5 hours of this back and forth between Elphaba and the people of Oz and Galinda and homegirl in the wheelchair. I can't remember her name.
Wicked Witch of the East.
Wicked Witch of the East. She turns very wicked, has a hate for munchkins. I will say,
Racist ass, yeah.
I know, so fucking racist. And like, for what? For SpongeBob? Are you so for real? But basically, it ties in the events to the original Wizard of Oz with Dorothy coming there, and Dorothy ends up killing Elphaba, going back home, but they push the Wizard of Oz out because he's a fucking creep, and he's also Elphaba's dad. This movie sucked, man. I did not like it.
You didn't like it at all?
No.
Okay, so let's do... What were you going to say?
The only thing I liked about this movie was the tie-ins to the Wizard of Oz. It was cool to see the origin stories for the Tin Man, the Lion, the Scarecrow. Even though the Scarecrow looked like... I thought he looked like Ryan Reynolds from Deadpool without the mask.
Yeah, there was a lot of CGI with the Scarecrow. It was okay. To be honest, those original costumes are just pretty legendary from the first Wizard of Oz. I feel like they should have just done something like that, but they obviously leaned into the full CGI. We had Aslan out here being a little bitch.
Being the biggest bitch. The biggest bitch. Oh my god.
I didn't even see... They didn't show the part when Jonathan Bailey even became Scarecrow, did they? I know they showed him.
They showed him getting the literal
attacked.
shit beat out of him. And then, as Elphaba was saying the spell, I think you could see pieces of straw coming out of his uniform.
Okay.
Yeah. But it was also on that weird VR CGI screen, so you couldn't really tell.
So, entertainment-wise, I definitely went to the bathroom once during this movie. I think maybe twice. It's long as hell, as you mentioned. And I'm not a big musical guy, but I always do reference just La La Land, I guess, as one that I really do appreciate. I've never seen The Greatest Showman, but I've heard fantastic things about that one.
Love it.
Probably shouldn't have admitted it on this podcast, but the first Wicked I thought was fine. This was basically the same thing. I'm assuming it was the same director. I know they filmed it pretty much back to back, right? In real life?
I would assume so. Yeah.
Seems that way. And I think it's generally pretty good. I'm not really bored when I'm in the theater. I don't know if I hated it as much as you did.
Probably
You just can't stand any of it.
No, I mean, I just didn't enjoy the movie. The songs weren't that good to me.
Yeah, the songs were
acting was
definitely
meh.
better in one. I will attest to that. And I haven't watched any of the musical before seeing either of the movies, so I would say Defying Gravity was just a way better song. They just played snippets of the melody in this, like
Yeah,
background music, but that was it.
I know. Like none of the songs. I didn't come out of the movie thinking like, oh, one of those songs was really really good. Granted, we just watched K-pop Demon Hunters, so that is also ringing in my mind. I just heard Golden was sung at the Macy's Day Thanksgiving Parade, so maybe that's why I have a little ill will towards Wicked for Good, but I don't know, none of the songs stuck with me.
It was totally fair. I agree with you though. The tie-ins with Wizard of Oz were cool for me because I just didn't know the plot and I didn't really want to spoil it before I went in. But nothing really more to add on entertainment here. I mean, it was about what we expected it to be. I think.
Yeah. No,
Characters.
I thought it was really cool because I had no idea they were going to tie in Dorothy and all that. So, like, seeing Dorothy was really cool, and I heard, like, you don't see a face-on shot with Dorothy because
Yeah.
it's in respect to Judy Garland, but I thought all that was really cool, seeing the origin story. Tin Man was, like, hella dark. Honestly, most of, like, their origin stories were very dark as shit, and I was
Right.
like, wow.
This was a
Holy
kids
fuck.
movie?
Yeah. Well, I guess the original Wicked book is really weird. It's like
Really?
very sexual and very dark.
Oh, I'm sure. Makes sense.
I guess. I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, older stuff is just a lot more suggestive always, and it was deemed more acceptable and whatever. I don't want to get into all that. Characters though, they were fine. I honestly think Ariana Grande is pretty funny in this role. She's not a bad actor, and neither is Cynthia Ervio because I told you, I think I texted you that I'm again not trying to get political, but I'm all for free speech. But I think we should just publicly ban all Cynthia Ervio and Ariana Grande interviews from the face of the internet. But
I've been keeping up with them, but people are like, I've just seen how like crazy they are together. Apparently,
they're
they're
very
like
odd.
just two pit bulls for each other.
Yeah, I don't know. I just think they're really weird, but they can do whatever they want to do, I guess. But the characters were fine. Jonathan Bailey's really good. He's a good actor. Jeff Goldblum was good. He's a good actor.
Plays
But
the same old creepy
just
always was.
the same characters. There's nothing really to add on the characters. The cinematography, like we mentioned, the music was a little better. I mean, the choreographed dances and stuff are amazing, and just this movie just always looks colorful and clean. You know, it's definitely one of those you could throw on at a family party, and no one's gonna complain about it.
And I assume because they did this in the first one, I know they sang all the songs live on set. I believe
That's what they say.
that's what they said, and it definitely sounds like it is their live sing. Like it doesn't sound like it's super studio polished, which I respect because I mean they do sound incredible live.
Right.
I mean,
right.
when Cynthia Erivo sang at the Oscars, when she sang Defying Gravity, that was fucking insane. That's one of the best live performances I've ever seen. So
Yeah.
I do respect that in this movie, but again, the songs just weren't as good.
Right. They weren't. And Cynthia Erivo's uber talented. I just think her interviews should be cut.
It's something in the water at Oz.
Yeah, I guess.
This is
I
the
guess.
same thing with the Wizard of Oz people.
They just don't feed any of them for mealtime. So
Boot camp.
yeah. I'm trying to think of other pieces to the cinematography that I liked. Oh, I mean, you mentioned the Judy Garland thing. That was super cool. I did like that. And the way they shot the death of Elphaba was pretty neat, with just showing a silhouette.
And then Dorothy like grabs her broomstick. She's like, "Yeah." Meanwhile, Galinda just thinks that Elphaba has melted into the ground. Her best friend was just killed.
Didn't it kind of just remind you of an old Disney villain death?
Yes, 100%.
In like, yeah. I'm trying to think of one in particular, but they've probably done that multiple times. So the writing I kind of liked too, just because it tied in the things with the Wizard of Oz, but it's not an original script, and it was Didn't have any real plot holes though either. I didn't. I guess I didn't really fully grasp what was going on with the animals and the monkeys too, and how that all transpired. I understood the fact that Alphaba cannot. She cannot do anything in this society because of how discriminated against she is, and she can't change the
Yeah, I think
narrative
it was just like a
whatsoever.
racist, like classist type thing. Like the people of Oz were better than the talking animals or some shit, which is why they took away their voices.
Right, and that stuff is interesting. I just thought maybe the
And also,
overall
fuck the
plot.
Munchkins.
Yeah, fuck the Munchkins. You can't travel, bitch. They they should have
Oh,
just.
because he liked Glinda more than her.
Yeah, I mean, homeboy. He said one or two things to her that were pretty genuine. He wasn't trying to be mean. It's like
Yeah,
I don't really like you anymore. You're taking rights away from animals. You know.
yeah.
I don't stand for that. I'm gonna go and I'm into this other girl, so I'm gonna go over here. She's like, nah, you don't have you don't
You're
have
not
freedom
going.
of
You're not
speech,
going
bitch.
anywhere. Then she also stops his heart
Yeah,
with a spell.
and then blames her sister.
I know. Her sister then tag teams in and then turns him into the creepiest Tin Man of all time.
Yeah, dude, that was
Just hell
going.
bent on revenge.
He is pretty creepy in the Wizard of Oz too. It's a weird
He is, yeah.
looks kind of weird when you go back and
But
check
he
it
was
out.
like he seemed. I don't even remember watching the original Wizard of Oz. It was so long ago, but he seemed more jolly.
Yeah,
This
he
one,
was.
he wanted to like pillage villages and just murder people.
Because of one thing that was said to him. He didn't even see Elphaba do this.
I know, yeah. Elphaba saved him. I
Yeah,
mean, turned him into. I don't know if you want to be saved at that point.
I don't know. Life can't be that bad if you're in that world. I'm sure there's a way you can reverse it or try to. Maybe not.
I don't think so.
I haven't read
Elphaba
the
said
books.
that you can't reverse any of those things.
Damn. But if
That's
there's,
why the monkeys had to keep their wings.
we'll never know. Let's score this. Let's score this. So
0.
entertainment, you went 0.
No, I'm joking.
Okay, I went 6 flat.
I went 3.5.
Okay. Characters, I went 7.5.
5-0.
Cinematography, I went 8.0.
6-0.
Really?
Yeah.
So you, okay, so I guess if you just hate the music that much, I don't know. Maybe I'm way too high on this. Writing, I went 8.0.
No, maybe. Writing, I went 5-0.
Oh my god.
I just didn't like it as much as you. That's okay.
I think I'm just trying to appease to the masses maybe more because I do appreciate how it looks. I think that it just looks really clean. We went 6.1 here. So I'm keeping it afloat here. We probably went a little higher for Wicked 1, but
I mean, I thought Wicked 1 was a much better movie than this one.
and you know what? Like we're not trying to I think that's a totally just rating because we're probably just if we're being totally honest, we're just fatigued of these movies because we've already seen the first one, and now
Yeah.
we know exactly what this one's gonna be.
I
We're just
also,
gonna keep seeing interviews for it and promo for it, and I'm kind of just sick of Wicked, honestly.
well, dude, that's the thing. Everyone knew this was going to be a huge movie. I don't know if this happened to you, but I had to sit through 45 minutes of movie previews before watching this movie. I had a 7 p.m. showtime, and the movie didn't start till 7:45, 7:50. Like, it was close to 8 p.m. when this movie started. That's insane to me.
Right? They should have to tell you what
Yeah.
the preview length is on your tickets, but AMC is generally 30 minutes for any of you who are wondering. But we always just show up. The movie's at 8. We show up at 8:20.
I know, yeah, that's reasonable. I expect like a good 15 to 20 minutes, but it was getting to a certain point where the theater was just busting out laughing out loud when another preview popped up on the screen. It was like unbelievable.
Yeah,
We're
I've
like,
never
there's
seen
no way
45
another
minutes.
one's gonna happen after this, and then it would be fucking like Daddy's Home 3 with Mark Wahlberg, and you're like, what the fuck is going on here?
They gotta chill with all this. Remember they were doing the. Did you see the Odyssey trailer after the original previews and after the Nicole Kidman thing?
No,
I'm talking about.
we didn't get an Odyssey preview.
It wasn't for this movie. I saw this
Uh,
when I saw. I don't remember the movie. It was. It might have been One Battle After Another.
I was just
Actually,
gonna say, I'm trying to think of like another big movie that.
think that's what it was. So we went to AMC and they showed the Nicole Kidman promo thing that's hilarious, which is like heartbreak feels great in a place like this. And then after that, which always is the start of the movie, they did a preview or a promo feature trailer of the Odyssey. It was
Really?
nuts. It was a full minute long. I think it was a teaser trailer. I don't think it was 2 minutes, but
I've
it was
seen it.
nuts.
I've seen it. I can't wait for that movie to come out.
Yeah, it's gonna be really good. All right, let's wrap this up though. So we give this a 6.1. Go subscribe to us on YouTube. Follow us wherever you get your podcasts. We'll be back next Tuesday with another one. And peace out.
Deuces.